Hi, it's the Queen of Information, mainstreaming clues to you about the Holy Royal Family of good human beings. What is that? That's no big deal, good human beings. It's a big deal to be human. Just because you're in a human form doesn't mean you're human. People take that for granted. They presume that being in a human form means you're human. It doesn't. The gurus teach us. The eye center, you have to get to the eye center here before you're considered human. Before you heard of the chakras, the anus chakra and the heart chakra and stomach, you heard of that? Okay. Well, this is where you are, somewhere like that. I tell the people here in Church of the Truth, that plain truth, that I pastor. We are striving to become human beings, good human beings. We have to behave in a certain way to become good human. You can't kill. And thou shalt not kill. Yet people kill the struggling souls in the bodies called animals and eat them. How barbaric is that? And so I told you, my daughter Melanie sent me a refrigerator and a microwave, so I don't have to eat the dead animals that the people eat here. This is what I eat. I can have fresh food. Isn't it beautiful? It's appetizing. You can tell it's food. If you look at dead animals, they don't look appetizing. Maybe that's why people pour ketchup on dinner. It looks like blood. Oh, God, it's so barbaric. All right. Edwin tried to get Steve to be a vegetarian. So Edwin searched everywhere for Steve a vegetarian chef. And she came to work with him, and Steve slept with her. And Edwin was disgusted. It's the only time I ever saw Edwin unhappy about his friend, Stevie Wonder. And Edwin slept with a lot of girls, so he's got his nerve, right? But he saw himself in Stevie's behavior, I guess, and he hasn't forgiven himself. He needs to forgive himself. Of course, he's in purgatory somewhere waiting to be judged and get a new form. All right. Robin Bird is a lacto-vegetarian most of her life, my daughter Robin. And Singbird has been a lacto-vegetarian all of his life. I've been a lacto-vegetarian for 50 years. Uncle Brenda Sing's been a lacto-vegetarian all his life. The master before him was a vegetarian all his life. Will Smith's son, Jaden, my grandson, is vegetarian. So, people waking up. I want to talk about Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen of England, the genius of the Golden Age. The reason she was a genius was because this Venus and her love, the Lord of the Angels, was in her life. And the reason she stayed a virgin was because he made love to her with his fingertip tickling her clitoris until she succumbed. But don't rush it. His fingertip tickled her clitoris while she experienced bliss and for a time. You see, ladies' clitorises allow them to experience pleasure for a long time before they succumb. Whereas men, they just want to stick their pricks, what do you call it, tubes in the vagina and come. Their goal is to come. The woman's goal, the creator of figure, was to experience pleasure, to give him the opportunity to pleasure her, to make up, to show his gratitude for her existence, inspiring him to work and live and exist. See, so he tickled her clitoris until she had enough and was spent and succumbed. then he succumbed with her, because he had become one with her clitoris, focusing on it. So that's exchange of genders. He focused on the clitoris and became the clitoris and became a female. You see how that works? Okay? That's what sex is, exchanging genders and venting and dying briefly. Because when you're coming, you don't know nothing. You don't know who you are. You're dead. Die while living is what the guru, Charan Singh, wrote a book called Die While Living. That's what he's talking about. It's now Ian Gruel birdsong, yet unborn, immaculately conceived child with Bob Dylan, the Lord of the Angels. See how it works? Okay, I want to talk about my son, Seth, the third and perfect son of Adam and Eve in the garden. He keeps communicating with me. I saw him on Tavis Smiley being interviewed, and the things he said helped me tremendously. You know, it helped me to see that he's my son. You know, he said, I may not be the best looking guy, I may not be the best actor, but you will not outwork me. If we get on a treadmill together, you're gonna get off, or I'm gonna die. I love it. Just how I am. I work. You can't catch me sleeping. There's nothing to murder. It's just, I'm a learner. I love learning. That's St. Paul the Apostle. This is the same thing. When he said it, I said, me too. See, this is how I recognize my family. When Will Smith said that, I know I work hard. My mother worked hard. Okay, and Einstein said, genius is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration. In other words, it's hard work. Einstein also said, it's not that I'm smarter than anyone, it's just that I keep going longer. I can relate to that because I keep saying, I'm going to quit now, but I keep finding in my research more truth. So I keep going, and I find more things. I just found out that Bob Dylan was the Lord of the Angels. I thought Glinda Singh was, the Lord of something. But he kept saying the Lord is a doer. Okay, so the other two babies in me are Bob Dylan's also, because he's a doer. I thought there were the sons, and I thought there were Glinda Singhs. But Glinda Singh disowned them. He said, no, they're Bob Dylan babies.